pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We don't have any appointments tonight, so we'll do the review of the minutes for January 7th.
I'll move the minutes of January 7th as written.
Second.
Second by Cindy. Any questions or updates? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you. We have an accounts payable manifest for 2018 funds of $7,348.43.
So moved.
Second. Second by Jeff. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Excuse me. I have a 2019 version of accounts payable manifest, $99,310.59.
So moved.
Second.
Second by Cindy, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We have a payroll manifest for January 14th, 2019. Gross payroll, $68,780.24, with a net payroll of $54,046.07.
So moved.
Second.
Second by Cindy, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Under signatures, we have the Planning Board encumbrance from 2018 contract with Southern New Hampshire Commission that we update the capital improvement plan, which we voted on, we just need to sign it. Let's see, I don't think there's anywhere else. No, it just shows where we voted. Okay.
How much was the encumbrance?
$5,000.
Letter dated January 14th, W. Matthew Lopez, Parade Road, Deerfield. Dear Matt, the Board of Selectmen would like to thank you for your time and efforts to refinish the hardwood floor at the Deerfield Fire Department. Your generosity is greatly appreciated, and the result of your hard work will be enjoyed for many years to come. This board to sign, and we'll mail that to Matt. We want to do the appointments now.
Sure.
I have a letter from Kelly Roberts. The board needs to, I believe under the Board of Selectmen umbrella, you will need to nominate the following: building inspector / health officer, deputy health officer, welfare administrator, 2 emergency management co-directors, 3 Forestry Commission, and an Animal Control Officer. And after we come up with names, John will get the paperwork to Kelly to fill out her oath request form.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Andy.
I'm comfortable moving ahead with the people we have in those positions for the most part at this time. The rest of the board thinks.
Jeff?
Yeah, they're all interested in coming back, yes.
Okay. Cindy?
What?
Want to make any changes?
No.
You all good? You
Yep.
want to be, you'll continue with animal control, I
good.
hope? We will pass that on with a unanimous agreement that
We can not recommend you if you want, but
Take that name out of it. Ray can do it.
Why don't we do this one? Jeff, is that Comrie? Caitlin?
yeah.
Yes.
Comrie. I have a personal action request for Parks and Recs for Caitlin Comrie, staff for 10:44 now to 11:54 as a staff supervisor.
I would make a motion to authorize the chair to sign the personnel action request on behalf of the board.
Second.
Second by Jeff, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. We have the 7 copies that we need to sign for the budget
The warrant, yeah.
warrant. We might as well start. I guess we'll take it apart. Cindy put it back together. Both places? So 14 times. Got nothing. almost done, Sin?
Yep, go ahead.
Why don't we do your report, John?
Just have one item tonight. I just wanted to let the board know that the work to include the library's water has been done to have it go through the water softening system at the firehouse. We had talked about that several months ago, and the need to do that to maintain the plumbing within the library for future. So I just wanted to let you know that that was done today.
Wonderful. And we all set with plumbing at the town's highway garage?
Oh, excuse me, yes, that work was done as well. Some of the valves that were part of their water softening system had long ago corroded and they were unable to function. So Fred Bassett came in and replaced those as well. So we should be able to have it more functional now. Thank you, David.
Just for an update, I talked to Carl and Mark at the highway shed, and since they insulated, put the new roof on, he said they're using just half the oil they used to use. That's money well spent.
Good.
Does everybody have their monitoring quotes in front of them? Fire and
Dick, I also have Ray here if you have any questions.
That was one of the things I was
Hi,
going to
Ray.
ask.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, I guess before I weigh in on this, I was wondering if Ray has a recommendation for which of these quotes he liked the looks of best, or Ray and/or John, or the combination of the two of you that have scoped it.
Good evening.
Hi, Ray.
Well, as you know, it's been going on. We've had some problems with the alarm systems. And just this morning when I came in after the weekend, I go to the town hall and check in, make sure that the town hall heat's running and that everything there is okay. And I noticed the alarm going off again this morning, and yet I hadn't been notified. I called Paul Aslan. He's in Florida. He said he'd be back tomorrow to check it. And I got a hold of R.B. Lewis to come down and check it because the whole system was malfunctioning and all the red lights were on the panel. They would not go out. And so he came down and looked at it, and he said that there was definitely an error somewhere in the system. So I called Central Alarm System, and I asked them if they had anything on their docket as far as an alarm going off at the town hall, and they said no. So therefore, none was sent. So I think that there is some faults with our alarm systems. It's been ongoing, and I think it's about time to probably have a change and see if we can find a better system. Because we've had 2 close calls now over there with the water system, and I don't know, it could be expensive if the pump ever goes.
Thank
So-
you, Ray. Appreciate that insight.
So we got 3 different quotes, and, you know, I've been working with R.B. Lewis, so I found them to be responsive. They're very good as far as technology. They're up to date. The money's fairly close. I guess if I had a preference, it would probably be R.B.
Jeff, any?
These are just for monitoring, right?
Correct.
Right, for the monitoring.
So if there's
But it's
oth-
also part of the alarm system.
If there's other issues, if there's faults or troubles, stuff going on, that's gonna have to be traced out too, right?
Correct.
Which isn't part of this.
Well, no, the system that we have now is Skycom's. And if Skycom doesn't get the contract, I would assume that he'll be taking his equipment. Because we don't own it.
You sure?
Well, according to him, we do not.
If you look on his proposal, he has, in the upper right-hand corner, he's checked that some of the system, part or all of the devices may be removed. He has also told me that personally.
I'd have to rely on Andy on something like that went in. He didn't donate it.
No, and I don't remember to the date or when we signed the agreement, but I do know that he's maintained all along that the equipment is his. We've had, I think, similar concerns to what Ray has identified tonight for more than a little while now, too.
What will that extra cost be to replace the equipment?
What we're trying to do is just take over the monitoring system itself, but they would have to put their own system back in. And I would assume it would be the same system that's in there now, it'd just be their equipment instead of ours.
But this isn't the equipment, this is including the equipment, so what's the equipment gonna cost?
The detail of what Skycom would take out has never been shared with us.
Yeah, it does say may remove or abandon in place, so.
What was his price before he found out what the others were?
Skycom is currently charged us during the year of 2018, $4,260 a year. That's what we paid.
And then when he heard that somebody else bid that, he lowered it at the last minute.
Well, none of these quotes have been shared, so.
Okay.
Skycom charges $420.
4260, same as R.B. Lewis.
I
Coincidence?
think if you would go back to when Paul was the selectman, was when they put that system in.
Yeah.
And vaguely, he was gonna donate the equipment but be charging us for the monitoring. So you'd have to go back and look and see if the minutes were that clear. It was when the selectmen met up in that room in the hall where the police are. So I suppose it'd be looking at the town reports, finding out when Paul was selectman, and then looking for those records.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that it's gonna be early 90s, that's like 1990.
I don't think you were a selectman then.
No, I wasn't, I didn't come on until 2000 or 99, because Paul had come off his term then, so it would be mid to late, I'd say, 95 to 99 probably.
I just have a problem with what Ray just said. Somebody's in Florida and not dealing with it. Kind of known around town that that's his plan, to be in Florida all winter.
I think the bigger issue, though, is if whoever else gets it, are they gonna use, what do we have for equipment?
Well, they weren't happy with the setup that we have, but they would go with it until such time that we thought we needed to upgrade. But a lot of them now are going away from the phone lines,
Right.
and we haven't. All of ours are on phone lines, and there are problems with the phone lines.
Well, I guess, listening to Ray, I think that we should consider one of the two other options, either R.B. Lewis or Alarm Systems Plus, and if the alarms are regularly arrowing and we're not being notified, it's probably time to make the break, irregardless of if we're gonna have to shell out some money for equipment at a later date. There's no sense in paying for it if it's not working.
Can we get a new quote from these two, including the equipment?
It'll be a whole separate thing. Either way, you're gonna have to monitor it.
Mm.
So this is the monitoring cost. Didn't R.B. Lewis and the Alarm System say they would use this for now?
Yes, originally, when we asked for the quote from R.B. Lewis, it was for monitoring only, and they said they would match what we were currently paying. And that's the quote you're seeing in front of you. And when we reached out to Alarm Systems Plus, they met with Ray, they toured the buildings, their original quote included upgrading to a cellular system because they said they would prefer to work with that system rather than the system that we had now. And in order to be fair with regard to quotes, I contacted them again and said, please submit a quote just for the monitoring alone, knowing that they had recommended upgrading anyway. And I also reached out to Paul Aslan at Skycom to be fair and say, if you'd like to submit a quote, we're looking for a new vendor. And this is the quote you're seeing in front of you. So all three of these quotes are just for monitoring.
Right, and they're, before he sent this one, they were within $60 of each other.
Correct.
And there's 3 more places on Skycom than there is on RB Lewis to be monitored?
Well, Skycom has the school on there too, for some reason. School fire alarm.
Do we know if that even exists?
Yes, he currently does the school.
I think the other ones are grouped together.
But it's not working.
The last 2 times, we've had 2 close calls at the town hall, and I wasn't notified either time.
That could way exceed the $600 difference.
Yeah.
To have somebody
The
local. that-
problem with the first time was the fire pump was continually running, and if the fire pump overheats, it's quite expensive to replace. And I don't know if it happened on a Saturday, a Sunday. I didn't find it till Monday morning, because every Monday morning I check the town hall, make sure the furnaces are running, make sure it's still in good order after a weekend. And that's when I've been finding the alarms.
Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with either of these places, but if Ray has been using RB Lewis to fill in when we've had problems with the other, and you're comfortable with them, I guess I would make a motion that we consider using RB Lewis as our fire control system and building management monitor
For 2019.
for 2019 at a quoted price of $4,260.
Second, Cindy?
Yep, second.
Stephanie?
That's fire alarm and intrusion system. So it's not building management.
All in favor of the RB Lewis quote for 1 year?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. You can notify.
Thank you.
Ray, while I got you, not to catch you off guard, is anything with the locks yet at the town hall?
We were waiting to have everybody notified before I change the locks. So I haven't
Everybody's
done it.
been notified, so.
Right,
All 3,000 people that have a key.
all that need to know, or?
Yes, what I wanted to do is someone from the Historical Society who has their presence still there, I wanted to talk to them personally, and some of the other regular users I wanted to talk to and contact them so that they would know up front.
Jay's already aware of it. All I gotta do is make a phone call. But I was waiting for him to contact everybody, so.
Thanks, Ray.
Yep.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Yep, thank you.
Next on mine is Rainbow Bridge composting proposal. Has everybody read that? Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, I read it and looked at it, but, I got that, I think, today, so I'd really like to,
28th, bring it up again.
yeah, I'd like to take a look at it and look at what, they sent us the boundaries, that sort of thing. I'd like to see just how close that is to the,
It doesn't look, this map didn't look like what we looked at the first time.
no, I thought we were out behind the transfer station, and this is very much by the power line and the road.
I believe the location is different from the original proposal when they came in to talk to us. It was behind the landfill. This seems to be right up on Brown Road.
Yeah,
Okay, so we'll bring it up again on the 28th.
yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Got that, John?
I do.
Any unfinished or new business, Andy?
Yeah, I would mention, Kate Hartnett contacted me today and also sent me an email and asked if the selectmen and/or the planning board or conservation commission could mention the outcome of the Northern Pass case in whatever reports that we put into the town report, just so it was mentioned, because she thought that was a significant event that happened during 2018. And I guess, given the amount of energy and community voice that went into it, I would tend to agree with her that we should have some mention of it.
Okay. Anything, Jeff?
Yeah, just a reminder that Winter Carnival is this weekend, Sunday, with the snow date, rain date of Monday, which we may have to use by the sounds of the weather. A lot of activities going on at the town hall and gazebo.
Is there going to be a fire?
Yes, there will be. Bring your Christmas trees.
Cindy, anything new or used?
I have nothing.
Keep mind of the goats.
That's the case. Are you gonna let Rainbow know that 28th we'll talk?
I will let, yes, I'll let them know.
Citizens' comments.
Given the age of the alarm system, I, as a citizen, would feel more comfortable if we would put out bids for companies to put in a newer, more modern alarm system. We'll never replace that town hall if something happens. And penny wise and pound foolish, but I really feel that's a place where we need to spend the money.
Thank you.
I would make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5:57 PM. Thank you, everybody.